humans, and welcome to the Cartridge and Disc Podcast. This is your Gen X Gamer, your host. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. And listen, make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Make sure you subscribe because that really helps the channel out. And I want to thank all the new people that have become subscribers in the last couple of months. I really do thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. I'll try to mix it up for you. You know, and it comes out in batches, right? It comes out in batches. A lot of them I schedule ahead of time, so a lot of times you'll see a bunch of videos pop out, especially shorts. And it's just stuff that I've been, you know, that I post for later. Sometimes I forget that I posted it, and it just pops out. A lot of the content you can watch at any time. You know, it's not really dated for a particular point in time. I'm trying to do that with the channel now, so you know, the videos last a little bit longer, especially because it's retro stuff. You could watch it at any time, you know. There are games that already have gone by, so it really doesn't matter if you watch it now or 5 months from now. You can go back and take a look at those videos or shorts, whatever they are. Regardless, guys, today I wanted to talk to you about my Nintendo Switch. That's right, my Nintendo Switch. And what do I want to talk to you about? Well, how have you been using it? How have you been using your Nintendo Switch? Me, I have been using it as a retro console. A retro console, believe it or not. I want to say now 90% of my gaming is done on the Nintendo Switch, my retro gaming. Not all of it, but a lot of it now, because I'm always on the go. I have a commute now that I didn't have before. I mean, it's like I told you before, it's the beach is absolutely nice. I love it, but this commute, not so much. So I'm trying to make the most out of this commute and record these, you know, these episodes for you and talk to you about the things that I have going on as far as gaming. And the Nintendo Switch for me has become my default retro console. And I was thinking, why? You know, why is that? And I came up to the conclusion that it has to do with branding, really. When I think of retro games, the first game that comes to mind, right, is Super Mario Bros. On the NES. And that's because it's the first time that I bought a console with my own money, with my own hard work. So that's what I think about. So it's just really branding and the relationship that I've had with the company for such a long time. That's what led me to be an investor, right? I own a Nintendo stock. By the way, last time there was a meeting of Nintendo stockholders, some guy had spent $40,000 in stock just to ask a question of the board, right? And now some other guy just spent like $3,500 just to complain about Splatoon. Oh. Well, at least people love the company that much, and they're thinking about investing for the future. But anyway, guys, yeah, I mean, it's just a branding thing for me. Whenever I think about the Nintendo, I think about Mario, I think about Donkey Kong, I think about all those first titles that I was buying back in the day. And those games being, you know, $39.95 and up, me struggling to buy them, you know, because at that point I was making like $3.82 an hour, so I literally had to work for 10, 11 hours just to buy one title. And I only worked like 24 hours a week because I was still in, you know, in school. But I've become more comfortable playing on the Switch. And like I told you before in the previous episode, it has to do with I do a lot more pick up and play. And the Switch allows me to do that. Play for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes and put it down. Whether it's at work, at my lunch break, or if I'm out with the wife and she's shopping. She's the one that shops. I just sit down. She takes inventory, right? And I just do it in my small breaks. I don't have the time now with the baby to sit down and be in these long game sessions, right? And retro games are the type of games that you just pick up and play. You know, you pick them up for a little bit, you play, and there you are. So it's really convenient for me. I really like what they've done as far as the service. I know a lot of people don't like it. For me, it fits. So, you know, it's pretty subjective, I guess. You know, it's depends how people feel about those games. It depends if they own them. For me, Mario, for example, the Mario 64, my wife's console, right, the one that she loves, is the N64, right? That's the console that she grew up with. That's the console that she loves. She loved playing when she was a kid, and she doesn't mind me playing those games and showing her what I'm doing, right? So having the N64 games on there is pretty cool. You know, most of it's Mario, of course, but there's GoldenEye there. There's a couple of other titles that I like. And there's more titles, you know, with the Game Boy Advance, for example. I was playing a couple of games there for the very first time. Right? For the very first time, I was playing the NES titles that I haven't played. I was playing Zelda 2, for example, right? For the very first time on the Switch, and it was great. And they're just things that I can pick up and, you know, put down whenever I don't have time, or the baby wakes up, whatever, and then I can pick it back up and just pick up where I left off. So I really am enjoying the system in that way. And then I looked at my purchases. You know, I'm buying like old school games, and pretty much anything that's less than $8 and it's retro, I buy. If I get a gift card for Nintendo, you know, it's strictly going to retro games. You know, I play Vanguard on there. I play, I think I have Final Fight on there. I have Scramble. I have Donkey Kong. I mean, I have retro games on there that I love playing. Just pick up and play. A lot of them are arcade titles, and they lend themselves to that. So, you know, it's a combination of things, of branding, of my current situation, of the convenience, of it being portable. I find myself playing 100% of the time now, playing on handheld mode, on the Switch. Very few times will you see me connected to the TV, and I mean very few. And that, you know, and that's really the way I'm playing now. But by default, the Nintendo Switch has turned into my retro game console. And I do have modern games on there, guys. Don't get me wrong. I do have my modern games. I bought physical games, but right now in my current situation, it's my retro game console of choice. That's where I'm playing all my retro games. What about you guys? How are you using your Nintendo Switch? Do you like the service? Are you happy with it at all? Do you play any of the N64? Do you play the Game Boy Advance? You know, like I told you, I'm playing Fire Emblem for the very first time on the Game Boy Advance service. So to me, it's been worth it, you know, and it's my retro console of choice, and that's what it's become. Well, guys, let me know your thoughts. I will catch you on the next one. Thank you for joining me. Make sure, again, you hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. I want to shout out to all the channel members out there for supporting the channel. Hey, guys, thank you so much. I will catch you on the next one. Take care.